Matthew 24, verse 37. This is Yahushua speaking, red letter. As the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also be the coming of the Son of Man be. First, I want to say, call Allah, all glory, honor, and praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I want to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, man, as we know it, reality is about to get interrupted by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. These people on the earth that, living their day-to-day lives, they don't know what's about to hit them. They're about to, as it says in the scripture in verse 38, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving to marriage, until that day came. It's just like it was back in the days of Noah, when Noah was warning them and that the flood was coming and they were just living their lives as usual. And then the flood came and took them all away. That's how it's going to be the same thing in the end days as well. We're warning the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We're warning the 2/3 to get right with Yahweh Shimi Yahweh Shai. But they're scoffing, unbelieving mockers. They're not going to believe it until they see it, because ultimately Yahweh Shimi Shai did not give them the faith to see into the future of what's to come. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So right now, they're trying to say peace and safety in the Middle East, between Netanyahu and Gaza. But, in the recent news, Netanyahu is still continuing to attack Gaza. So there is no peace and safety. There's only destruction going on right now. And we know we're getting closer and closer to that, more prophecies being fulfilled. That MLTB RFID micro CHIP is getting closer and closer. And I feel it. A lot of the Akim, a lot of the brothers, the prophets feel it as well. We're almost out of here. We feel that Yahweh Bashim Shai is turning up. Turn up their power. We're feeling it in the air right now. Like something's coming. Something big is coming quickly too. As we go into this spring. Verse 5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So as the children of the light, children of Yahweh Shem Shai, the hopeful elect are watching every day. We're watching the news, reading articles on what's going on in the world. We're keeping up to date, with the prophecies, because, that's what we're supposed to do. While the world that are not in the truth of Yahweh Shem Shai, they're living their life, not watching prophecies, not watching keeping up with what's going on in the world. This is going about done their own little bubble. They don't realize what's going on around them. But we, the whole collective Yahweh Shem Shai, we can see the entire picture of what's going on, because Yahweh Shem Shai lets us in the know. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are today be sober, put on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. So right now, we are watching and we're hoping to be delivered. We're hoping that this is the last Passat, the last Passover. We're hoping that this is the year we get delivered and Edom's, the so-called white man's destruction comes this year. And go down to verse 19. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying. Why should we do this? Because prophecies and prophesying is what's going to lead us to the kingdom. We need these prophecies to be fulfilled so we can get to our inheritance and, be in rulership over oppressors. That's why we want to not quench our spirit and not despise prophesying. We want to let our spirit rule over the flesh and focus on the prophecies going on in the scriptures and, what's going on in the world and filtering it through the scriptures. So we are measuring the time diligently. 2nd Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So let me go to verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Right now, the end is manifest. We can see the writing on the wall, with the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai sending the fierce Lord, DJ Trump, over the people. And even the Edomites are seeing the writing on the wall. Even the Edomites know that this is the end of their kingdom. There's division. There's division. There's so much division in America. It can't stand for much longer. As the Messiah said, as Yahushua said, if Satan casts out Satan, a kingdom can't stand. So we know America is not standing for long. And we see not just the division in America, we see the division with the 10 kings as well. The allies of America, the allies of America are not, they're starting to hate America, and everyone's starting to turn on America. So now, the whole elect, we're seeing these prophecies unfold before our very eyes, and we know that the vision is speaking clearly. We're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of the end. It's not tarrying anymore. It's getting closer and closer each day, to Yahushua returning. And let me go to 2nd Ezra 6, verse 8. And he said, actually, let me start at 7. 2nd Ezra 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, we know we're at the end because we see the so-called white man's world coming to a close. It's coming to a wrap. All the division, all the upwards of the people, the prophecies fulfilling with the allies hating the whore, hating the Babylon, the great America. Like, it's all coming to fruition. We see Russia, China, the BRICS aligning up. It's all coming to, it's all lining up to the scriptures, like bar for bar, literally. So, everyone knows that Esau, Edom is the devil. The so-called white man is the devil of the earth because they're starting to study the history and figuring out who Esau, Edom is, which is so-called white man, which you read in Obadiah. It's like everything, the prophecies are like coming out the pages like it's nothing, all at the same time too. So let me read it again. 2nd Ezra 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's world, is coming to an end. We see him losing his kingdom. We see his power slipping before our very eyes. Because Yahweh Bashim Ashai is about to set up Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to rule next for eternity. So It's a good time to be of the hopeful elect because we have so much to look forward to. After going through Jacob's trouble and going through the fire. Luke 21, this is Yahushua speaking, red letter, Luke 21, verse 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. So Yahushua is telling us that once you see these signs, the generation won't pass until all the signs of the end be fulfilled. You have some people saying we have another 1,000 years left. Complete nonsense. We don't have another 1,000 years left because Yahushua is telling us right here, this generation shall not pass until all be fulfilled. Because once you start seeing the signs of the end, that's it. It's the end. There's nothing much more to it. Once you really, it's that simple. Once you start seeing signs of the end, it's the end. And we're seeing that clear as day with these prophecies being fulfilled left and right. And heaven and earth shall pass away, but his words shall not pass away. So his words aren't going to pass away. It will be fulfilled during this generation. We're seeing these signs. Yahweh will return in this generation where we're seeing the signs of the end, coming to pass. Verse 34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts, when you go into the translation of hearts, you go into Greek translation of hearts, it means lab, which means mind. So it really means lest any time your minds be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. So as the hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem Hashai, we are supposed to put this truth first. Obviously, take care of what you need to do, take care of your business and handle your business as you go through the world, but don't get caught up in the world because now's not the time for that, because this world's fashion passes away and we're about to go in the new world. I'm gonna get that next precept after I finish this. For as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the earth, of the whole earth. So the people who are not in the truth, the 2/3 of the heathen nations, they're going to be caught off guard. They're going to be caught in the trap, the snare of the MOTB, RFID, micro C hit. The drafts coming, Jacob's trouble. They're going to be caught in that snare because they don't have that hedge of protection from Yahweh Shem Shai, because they didn't serve Yahweh Shem Shai when it was time to serve and it was time to seek repentance. Once the doors of mercy close, you can't seek Yahweh Shem Shai. Once the fame of the word comes, you can't seek Yahweh Shem Shai. That's it. Verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So as a hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're supposed to be watching daily and pray that we are accounted worthy to make it through Jacob's trouble and stand before the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai. And that we're worthy to be saved during the end of all this. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So as a hopeful elect, we supposed to keep our priorities in check. It's saying in these scriptures that, in these verses here, that if you have a wife, you're supposed to act like you don't have a wife. If you have a house, you're supposed to act like you have a house. If you have money, you're supposed to act like you don't have money. Because when we go into Jacob's trouble, there's a potential you lose all of that, because the time is short and salvation is near. So obviously, take care of your family, your wife, your house, keep everything in order, but know where you got all that from. You got all those things from Yahweh Hashem Shai. So you're supposed to prioritize Yahweh Hashem Shai over everything, because if you start prioritizing the things that Yahweh Hashem Shai gave you, Yahweh Hashem Shai could take that away from you immediately. So you're supposed to prioritize Yahweh Hashem Shai over everything, including your own self. That's just how it is in the truth. And the time is short, So it's like there's no reason to not prioritize Yahweh Hashem Shai when we're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of our captivity, and we're about to inherit our inheritance. In verse 31, I want to read verse 31 again. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. So we're using this world, we're passing through it just to reach to our destination. We're not looking to make this place our rest, as it says in the scriptures, for this place is not our rest. Babylon the Great, America, is not our rest. This earth that is ruled in wickedness is not our rest. Our rest is when the kingdom comes, and when Yahweh Shai comes to rule it, leading the 144,000. That's our rest. So right now we're supposed to be prioritizing Yahweh Hashem Shai, while handling business, of course, in this world, but prioritizing Yahweh Hashem Shai and keep watch on the prophecies and, what's going on in the world, and filtering it through the scriptures. 2 Timothy 2 verse 3, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier. So Yahweh Hashem Shai, shows the hopeful elect to be soldiers, especially the men, to be the leaders. Because right now we are in a war, a spiritual war. It's about to turn physical soon, and Jacob's trouble. Yahweh Hashem Shai is about to bring us through that fire and refine us, before we get that blessing, before we get that inheritance. But first we must endure trials and tribulation that will be set before us. So that's why we can't be caught up in the things of this life, because time is short. Salvation is nearer than we believe, as the scripture says. So we are supposed to be in a warrior mindset, a war mindset, because we're about to go to war with this devil, Esau, so-called white man. With that, I want to say, call Allah, all glory, honor, and praises goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I want to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord willingly, I pray that was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to say shalom.